So folks, who's ready for some wrestling? Your opening contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall.
Hello, folks, and welcome once again to 880 Wrestling's Thursday Night Fights. Alongside the professional Paul Michaels, I am Toddy Tondera. Let's get ready for singles action.
Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Swayze and the Muscle, Mickey Morris. Fighting out of the CCAC Auxiliary Gymnasium and representing the Department of Jocks, this is Big Jim Fridge.
And Paul, last week we saw Big Jim Fridge's counterpart, Swayze, victorious over one half of the 880 Tag Team Champions in Sammy Suntheimer. Tonight, their tag team partners go one-on-one. Aleo Dreams and Big Jim Fridge. Tell me a little bit about the Department of Jocks.
It's been a while since we've seen Big Jim Fridge in singles action here in 880 Wrestling. He challenged for the 880 Championship back in January.
And
this could be a big
opponent
one for Jim Fridge.
Always one of the biggest reactions of the 880 Wrestling roster, and tonight the prophecy is fulfilled.
Making his way to the ring, being accompanied by Sammy Suntheimer and Billy the Alien, representing Psychedelic Dreams. He is one half of the 880 Wrestling Tag Team Champions. This is the prophecy, Aleo Dreams.
And Psychedelic Dreams have not only taken 880 Wrestling by storm, but the whole city of Pittsburgh, two-time 880 Wrestling Tag Team Champions, of course, led to the ring by their psychedelic deity, Billy the Alien. I was going to say, I don't see you in a Billy Club shirt, but I also don't see you in your professional tie this week. You're in a hoodie.
Yeah, so let's talk about that for just a second. So my tie is currently undergoing precautionary dry cleaning. I mean, I know you saw the show last week.
I was at the show.
My tie was potentially exposed to a controlled substance last week on Thursday Night Fights, and I needed to get it cleaned.
Well, as somebody who buys and sells vintage clothing, a little OxyClean would take any type of scent out. I don't know that you need some extra dry cleaning for your professional tie. So, I don't know, it's a little bit in your imagination, no?
Professionals don't use home remedies, Toddy. This is all about getting it done in the best possible way. But enough about that. We've got some impressive singles action coming up here, and Psychedelic Dreams kind of trying to flip the script after Sammy's loss last week to Swayze.
Yeah, of course, as Paul mentioned before, the last time we saw Big Jim Fridge in singles action, it was for the 880 Championship against Nick's Wilde. Now let's talk about the championships at 880 Wrestling a little bit here. Department of Jocks, they haven't been so lucky in the gold category. In fact, there is it's been going around the locker room. There's certain people of the 880 roster that they never even beaten before, but there seems to be a type of resurgence behind the Department of Jocks, and it all started with that big Swayze one-on-one win over Sammy Suntheimer.
There's no denying the overall talent and ability of the Department of Jocks. One of the biggest criticisms about them, at least since I've been here, is sometimes they have a tendency to kind of lose focus, take their eye off the ball a little bit. But we've been seeing a bit of a refocus here for the Department of Jocks, and it's paying dividends, getting in the win column last week.
Exchanging headlock takeovers. Oh, big shotgun drop kick, and Big Jim Fridge is showing that he could be a little rough and tumble as he rolls around there in a match that was only put together because Swayze beat Sammy Suntheimer last week. Oh, led by the hips, Oh, big super kick from the basement from Aleo Dreams. Now, don't forget, Paul, before Aleo Dreams with his Sammy Suntheimer, he was a very successful singles competitor. It's a 2 count. I mean, looking suave and confident in the early goings is the prophecy. Oh!
Big kicks to the downed Fridge.
Cover here. Just a 2 count. Now, speaking of Department of Jocks and Psychedelic Dreams, the last time the DOJ was in there with Psychedelic Dreams was that big ladder match, but it looks like Big Jim Fridge is going to walk it out. Timeout?
How many timeouts do you get? I haven't seen that part of the rule book.
Well, I guess one of each of them calling timeout, so all 3 of their timeouts is used. To the floor. What is happening here? Fridge catching Aleo in the lights. Oh, battering ram into the post.
That was full speed right into that ring post, and that is going to significantly shift the momentum of this match into Fridge's favor.
Big Jim Fridge. I mean, the amount of energy that Fridge has, the amount of charisma that Fridge had, do you think he would use some of that charisma to get himself out of the CCAC auxiliary gym? But Mickey Morris and Dev Swayze in good company tonight for Fridge. Oh.
Just taking Aleo all the way around the ring area, now back into the ring. Look at this little confrontation.
That was a double push. He pushed Sammy and Billy. Herring blows by Big Jim Fridge. Oh, European uppercut in the corner. We've seen some chain wrestling from Fridge. We see some juking and jiving. And a big DOJ face wash across the nose and the eyes of Aleo Dreams.
Been all Fridge since that throw into the ring post.
Well, it's going to knock you off your moorings. Head first into a post. Oh! Big Vader bomb. 2. Oh, just a 2 count. And of course, welcome everybody watching Thursday Night Fights. If you watch every week or it is your first time, welcome to the family. And speaking of the family here at the warehouse behind young Aleo.
Definitely coming alive, and he'll need every bit of that fan support as he takes a rough suplex. Now the push-ups from Fridge, but this is what I was talking about the Jocks and taking their eye off the ball. When you see it right there, Aleo giving an opening to get back into this thing.
Yeah, we're during our fake spring era in Pittsburgh, and it's gotten pretty cold. I think Dev likes that so he can wear his Charlotte Hornets jacket to the ring tonight. Oh, and he calls this the mini Fridge. Down goes Aleo. Too much gab from Fridge, though. Got to stay on top of Aleo.
A little lackadaisical with that cover as well. So, again, we're seeing it, though.
Oh, speaking about lackadaisical, the man who is late for every final is on the apron, Dev Swayze. Meanwhile, from behind, the muscle Mickey Morris is handing over. What the hell is that, Paul?
Whatever it is, I know it's not legal to use in the match, and Mickey's out of here.
Scott Lefty Davidson has tossed the muscle Mickey Morris out of that, and Billy and Sammy celebrating. Is Dev still out here? Oh, big clothesline by Aleo. Drop kick.
Aleo taking advantage of all that extracurricular activity to get right back into this thing.
Reversal into the buckle, up and over. Very spry on his feet, a big spear. Fridge's legs collapsing underneath of him. Cover, a 2 count. Big night here on Thursday Night Fights. Our main event of the evening, the Fourth Line reunited to take on anti-hero of the Dead Hand Society, Aren Daniel Norman and Saturn Price. But look at the athletic ability of Aleo Drink. Come on now. The wingspan of Dev grabbing Fridge's leg, putting it on the bottom rope. Why doesn't Lefty get Dev out of here too?
Dev probably walking on thin ice there, though I believe Scotty Davidson's vision was a bit obstructed there, didn't notice Dev getting involved, but we've got a little confrontation out here between Sammy and Dev, and Fridge right in the middle of it. What's Aleo thinking?
What is Aleo thinking? He's going to fly through the galaxy, knocking down Fridge and Dev.
Almost took his own partner out.
I mean, that's why they're two-time 880 tag team champions. Speaking of fourth line, they've been in there with a fourth line. What a barn burner that was at the shop. Looking for that lethal dream catcher, caught at the pass. Discord, fireman's carry position. Drops down. Cover here, 2, and that's it.
Here is your winner, Big Jim Fridge.
Well, the man who makes the good girls go bad, you have to say Big Jim Fridge, an upset victory over Aleo Dreams, which makes this, Paul, 2 weeks in a row that the Department of Jocks have defeated Psychedelic Dreams in singles action.
Yeah, you said it better than I could. 2-0 in singles competition versus the tag team champions. Look at this. Jim Fridge doing it all by himself there. There was some stuff earlier that wasn't quite all by himself, but in the end, he was the one to put Aleo down, and Jim Fridge has something to say.
Everyone give it up for Big Jim Fridge! You see, they say all tag teams are created equal. But you look at myself, and you look at Big Jim Fridge, and that's just not true. You see, last week, I beat Sammy Suntheimer, and that's 50% of Psychedelic Dreams. And this week, Big Jim Fridge beat Aleo Dreams, and that's also 50% of Psychedelic Dreams. So you take my 50% and his 50%, you add it together, and that equals 116% of leading the Psychedelic Dreams.
Well, though the math isn't right, what he's saying is technically correct.
They have been getting tutored.
Whenever me and Dev Swayze started this group, there was 3 of us, which means we're only at 40% of our power. So, if you lose the original one, and then you add another guy, then you subtract that same guy, and then you add Mickey Morris, and you add Chuck Baldwin, and you add our amazing math tutor who taught us everything we know in the math realm, Dalton Lexicon. I will hold for applause.
Lexicon has been tutoring DOJ for multiple weeks.
He's talking a mile a minute. I don't know this audience can understand him.
The original 42%, and you add the now, 178% of the power we're at now. You take my 178 and Dev's 116%. That equals 313% of our power. And that means that we won a tag title match next week at Painted Black.
Well, it appears that the Department of Jocks want the Psychedelic Dreams at Painted Black too.
Hard to argue they haven't earned it.
I mean, singles victories over the tag champions, I may agree.
Let me get this straight. You guys won an 880 tag title match at Painted Black next Friday. Do you guys want to see DOJ versus Psychedelic Dreams for the 880 tag titles?
He did that in so fewer words than the Jocks did.
Well, it looks like the education level of the crowd matches the Jocks tonight. They can't even stay in unison.
You guys got your match.
There we go.
Oh yeah. One more thing. To make sure that the mathematical advantage is equal, I want to make sure it is by banning that pink ugly, stupid guy named Billy from ringside next to me.
Seems fair to me.
Why does it seem fair to you?
You guys want to ban Billy?
Mickey, if that's the case, Mickey's banned. The whole frat is banned.
Yeah, you know what? That means any pledges you got, any tuners you got, any frat hoes you got, whoever's in the frat is banned too. It's just jokes. It's just trees, baby. What do you say?
Left-handed handshakes? Oh, duck under. Oh.
Well, Toddy, in just 8 days, we know the ball will be in the court of the Department of Jocks. An 880 Tag Team Championship match at Paint It Black 2. DOJ versus Psychedelic Dreams.
Well, they have agreed to keep Billy the Alien up in the galaxy, but in exchange, they just want a 2-on-2 contest, so it looks like the auxiliaries are banned from ringside. Department of Jocks, Psychedelic Dreams, Paint It Black 2, 880 Tag Team Champions on the line.
My only concern is how that throws off the math. But back to Eamon.
All I gotta say to that, folks, is stay in school. But seems like we have another match added for Paint It Black 2, Friday, March 20th. Tickets are on sale right now. Go to Ticket Leap and also follow 880 Wrestling on social media to get the links for the tickets as well. Right here at the warehouse, Friday, March 20th. You're going to want to be there. This next match is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
Switch gears, some tag team action after that big 880 Tag Team Championships was announced for Paint It Black.
Making their way to the ring, the team of first, fighting out of Fayetteville, West Virginia. He is the okayest wrestler in the world, OK! And his partner, fighting out of Tucson, Arizona. This is Electric CJ Monroe!
And while we've seen CJ Monroe successful over the likes of Zeke Mercer recently, we talked a lot about this before. Keith Haught likes to take a lot of the up-and-comers under their tutelage. CJ Monroe tagged with Keith Haught, tagged against Keith Haught, and tonight, the first-time combination of OK and CJ Monroe up against Team Sidequest.
And their opponents.
And these two will be a part of Top Rope Tabletop over on the Sorgatron Network. Tyler Klein, Mikey Montgomery might be there too, I hear.
Is that tomorrow?
That is tomorrow. Right here on IndyWrestling.us.
Making their way to the ring, the team of first, fighting out of where the Wild Things are. They are the Appalachian Cryptid, the Bearcat, Keith Haught. Their partner, fighting out of your local flower garden. She is the botanical badass, the unwilting Tatiana. Together, they are Team Sidequest.
Keith Haught and Tatiana, two individuals that I've known for several years. Now, the professional Paul Michaels, you came to our doorstep when Keith Haught and Tatiana were maybe at their highest peaks of 880 wrestling. What do you make of Team Sidequest?
I'm a big fan of Team Sidequest. It's hard not to be. They're always entertaining. They're both very skilled in the ring. I think they complement each other very well. So it'll be interesting to see how they team up against this particular, this new team in CJOK.
I like that name. 4 letters, one name.
I think it's an okay name. I personally would have gone with Monroe K.
Okay.
But either one works.
Yeah, we'll workshop those for them, huh? But, yeah, CJ Monroe is no slouch. I mean, very new to professional wrestling is CJ Monroe, but CJ has had some success in the early days here at 880 Wrestling. CJ Monroe reminds me a little bit of Sammy Suntheimer when Sammy Suntheimer first started here. Sammy Suntheimer made an immediate impact on our roster, a weekly competitor we saw week in and week out. And look what Sammy Suntheimer has done. 2-time tag team champion.
Very accomplished. We're only beginning to scratch the surface of what CJ Monroe can do here. That victory against Zeke Mercer, of course, is a signature win, but I'm sure it won't be CJ's last big victory he has here in 880.
About big victories, if Monroe K, if you allow me to call them that. Could you imagine if Monroe K was able to beat Team Sidequest today?
And that would be more than just okay. I think that would be great for the trajectory
Clothesline
of their
there
careers.
by CJ Monroe for Tatiana. Of course, Tatiana has had recent stints in VPW and Pro Wrestling Magic. Down 2. Oh, just a 2 count. No fear in the eyes. And as Eamon said, announcing CJ Monroe, always electric is young CJ.
He definitely brings a spark here to this 880 roster. And OK will be entering this one for the first time.
I think the Bearcat wanted to have an OK experience, requested CJ tag OK.
Pretty good cartwheel.
That's not okay? Okie dokie. The audience here at the warehouse coming out with a lot of more impressive tag names than you came up with.
All right, here we go.
I would call them the Electric Parade. It's like a kind of like a Gerard Way, I'm not okay vibe, but with some electricity behind it. We'll have to workshop all of these. So far, the audience sounds better than what we've been coming up with.
People are always right, so okie dokie it is.
The people are always right? That's, you must be in a good mood tonight, Paul. Oh, shotgun drop kick to the corner. Something that OK has a lot of sensibilities, knows his way around the room, and has some height about him, too. Oh! Lefty calls that a 2 count. Something very interesting about OK is OK is always one of the first to arrive to the building and just sprints full speed hitting the ropes. Is sweating before bell time. There's not many like OK.
From CJ now with the double axe handle to Bearcat.
Yeah, maybe something a little behind the scenes. Keith Haught has been nursing a couple of minor injuries, and CJ Monroe may be able to take some advantage of the veteran here. Cover. 2 count. Also tonight we have MV Young versus the Viking Rover Gunnar Bergman, and are you and Gunnar on a better wavelength than you were there for a while? I guess you paid up what you needed to pay up.
I'm paid up. The business transaction is complete. It's nothing more, nothing less, and things are working out. So of course, I'll certainly be impartial in that one.
Well, yeah, you'll be so impartial that, from what I understand, you won't be on the headset for that one, unfortunately, buddy. Oh, double clothesline by Okie Dokie. Forearm shivers, big strikes to the Bearcat. Tatiana rolls a D10, enters the match, but I don't think the electric one notices. Big belly to belly. You know, something I could always appreciate, Tatiana, is the respect this audience has for her. When she's in control of a pro wrestling match, you can hear the woo and the noises that this audience makes. They love Tatiana.
Everybody loves Tatiana. Did you know that Tatiana is my 5-year-old daughter's favorite wrestler at any level? Not just 880.
I didn't know you had a 5-year-old daughter. I thought you were always in the office with your tie. Jeez.
The more you know.
The professional Paul Michaels, a father. I think you're the only broadcast commentator father in this network currently right now.
It's an accolade I can be proud of.
Keith Haught tagged back in. Shout out Chaz D'Amato. Looking for some cat scratch fever on a Thursday night.
CJ's in a bad way. Thought he would look to make that tag to OK.
Oh, I don't know if you want to get into a chop battle with Keith Haught.
And that's why.
One more time? You're going to kill the boy, Keith.
I don't think CJ wants one more time. I don't think CJ won it the first time.
Oh, big thud. You know, as Mikey Montgomery said, you know, if you have those heavy-handed chops, you only need one good one. Proof positive with Keith Haught. Oh! Double team maneuver, cover by Tatiana. Just a 2 count.
And there you just see the stark difference between the experience of the two teams. Obviously, Team Sidequest, you know, one of the premier teams here in 880 Wrestling, going against a brand new team, and the effectiveness of that tandem offense, can't say enough about it.
Big knee, covered. 2. Oh. Notice in recent weeks, Scott Lefty Davidson is a bit ambidextrous. I mean, you always saw him with those left-handed counts, but he's doing left and right tonight. That's the advantage of being an every week roster member of 880 Wrestling. You take your licks and you keep on kicking. You learn a lot. Those are forearm shivers again by CJ Monroe. The Bearcat begging it on.
And just not the type of match that you want to have here with Keith Haught, especially when those headbutts get involved.
That low center of gravity of the Bearcat. Uh-oh. Oh, nothing in the pull for the Bearcat bumper. Oh, man. Bare ass to the canvas. Ouch.
This is certainly the opening for CJ to make that tag to OK. And Tatiana and OK both into this one.
Glancing blow by OK.
And an OK swinging neck breaker to Tati.
So momentum shift. I think OK made a cover a little bit too soon. Needs to work on Tatiana a little bit more. But I don't know if I like this move here. CJ Monroe just got their butt kicked, and that was a tag right back into CJ.
It is an opportunity for an offensive move like that, though. So I guess you take that opening when you can get it.
But I don't know if I would have done that if I was OK. CJ Monroe was worked on heavily and then just got that tag back in.
But again, that's just a first-time team there, just still kind of trying to get a feel for one another and kind of understand that. And maybe OK didn't kind of realize it might not yet be time for CJ to come into this one. Double clothesline.
Just a mess of bodies in the ring. This one's really broken down.
I think that breakdown favors Team Sidequest, Toddy. I mean, they're an experienced team. They know where each other are in the ring at all times. And we're saying it's paying dividends right here.
They call this roll the dice, and it looks like they rolled a D20, Paul, 2, and ring it up. Team Sidequest wins.
Here are your winners, Team Sidequest.
Big, long-awaited victory for Team Sidequest. I guess Okie Dokie was just okay tonight.
Take a look at that big finish there from Team Sidequest. Tati into the cover. Back in the win column is Sidequest, and we've got some sportsmanship here. Always okay to show respect to your opponent.
He thought always showing respect to the next generation. Friendship is okay. Nice crowd here at the warehouse tonight.
Certainly braving the cold. Getting in here, the doors are closed for the first time in a couple weeks, but people still knew where to find us. They've shown up and they're showing out.
The professional Paul Michaels, Toddy Tondera, Thursday Night Fights.
Folks, give it up one more time for your winners, Team Sidequest. Please welcome to the ring at this time, the villainous Liberty L.
Well, this isn't in my runner. The villainous Liberty L, I believe. I guess she has something to say. I know that the win-loss column as of recent, there's been more L's than W's, but she's fired up.
And Toddy, to my recollection, we have not seen Liberty here since that loss to Nick's Wilde for the 880 championship. So she's definitely dressed to give us a piece of her mind. I'm curious what Liberty's got to say and what is next for the villainous.
I guess we'll find out.
Oh. 880 Wrestling! Did you miss the villainess? Before I go on, first I would like to give a warm thank you to 880 management for giving me this time to come out here and speak to all of you. Look, you're probably wondering, why is Liberty L out here? Yeah, give me a new mic. Come on. Why am I out here? Well, to me, it's common knowledge. To me, it just makes sense. See, let's do a little recap here. At the beginning of the year, I was the TNF champion. TNF champion. Come on, come here. I was the TNF champion. I was on the road to becoming one of the most dominant champions this company has ever seen. And lo and behold, to me, there was a banana peel. The stallion tripped. Something happened. Marco Narciso weaseled their way past 880 management. And they tried to terrorize me. They tried to belittle me. Oh. That's not nice. And overall, they tried to embarrass the villainess. TNF champion.
Unfortunately, that is true.
And then we fast forward until about 2 weeks ago. I called my shot. I'm going to the top of the mountain again. The villainess going to become the first ever woman to hold the 880 heavyweight champion. Yes. And we know what was happening. I had Nick's on the ropes. I was putting him through the ringer. And what happened? Cheated. I was cheated again, and I lost. So let's round it back to what we were brought out here to talk about. 880 Management has brought me out here to announce something for Painted Black. Oh, yeah. Next Friday, 880 Wrestling will be hosting the first ever Painted Gold TNF #1 contendership Battle Royal. Because not only am I going to enter that battle royal, pay attention everybody in the back, because I know we like to jump, I know we like to come on to the villainess when she's not looking. I'm going to enter that battle royal. I'm going to win that battle royal, and I'm going to reclaim the TNF championship, because that's just what I do. So I'll leave you with this, because we're in Pittsburgh, right? We know what it is. There's 3 strikes in life. I'm at 2 right now. Okay? Literally. I am at my wit's end. And if I do not win this battle royal, I got nothing left to lose.
Well. Liberty L announces the Painted Black, Painted Gold #1 contendership buy-in battle royal. The winner of that buy-in battle royal on Friday will have a shot at Marco Narciso at Painted Black.
The same night.
The same night.
So if Liberty L wins that battle royal, it'll be a rematch between Liberty and Marco in 8 days at Painted Black.
And you have to think Liberty L is the favorite of that battle royal.
Another reason to be here Friday, March 20th for Painted Black 2. I will remind you again, tickets are on sale right now at Ticket Leap. And also follow us on social media at 880 Wrestling to get the links as well. You're going to want to be here live in the warehouse to witness it. So we hope to see you there. This next match is a singles match scheduled for one fall.
So far announced is MV Young versus B-Boy, Psychedelic Dreams versus Department of Jocks for the Tag Team Championships. That cage match between Nick Wilde and Brandon St. James for the 880 Championship. Now we know of the Painted Gold #1 contender buy-in battle royal.
Introducing first, fighting out of Columbus, Ohio, this is the Flower Child, Theo Strong!
In a shroud of smoke and confidence comes the Flower Child, Theo Strong, built like a bulldog and has a bite to back it up. Theo Strong in action here at Thursday Night Fights. What do you think of Theo Strong, Paul?
I mean, Theo has been nothing but impressive to me over many of the matchups that he has had on Thursday Night Fights. Went toe-to-toe with MV Young in a double championship match about a month or so ago. Had a great matchup. Just so many of the great matchups in tag team action, singles action. The win-loss column hasn't necessarily reflected it, but Theo has been extremely impressive in what we've seen in him so far. I'm glad he's been somewhat of a mainstay at the warehouse.
Yeah, one of the crowd's most hated. He's not afraid to get in anyone's face. He's kind of dangerous to have around.
Well, maybe the crowd isn't always right then.
Not many are built like him.
and his opponent.
Well, from one of the crowd's most hated to one of the crowd's biggest favorites, one of the highest flyers in all of 880 wrestling, Blizzy Blake. Listen to this reaction, Paul.
Mickey is right in the ring, fighting out of the cush clouds of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He is the Shaman of Smoke, the Cannabis Casanova, Blizzy Blake.
Now let's talk about your dry cleaning a little bit here, professional Paul Michaels. I believe you said before our broadcast that you blame Blizzy Blake for what happened to your tie and what you've had to pay to get it, I guess, professionally clean. Tell me a little bit about that.
I mean, it's somewhat indirect, but Blizzy Blake is certainly someone who embodies, kind of the culture here at the warehouse. Warranted a "We Love Drugs" chant last week here at the warehouse. So while obviously Blizzy was not as directly involved as, the child who handed that controlled substance to John last week, but Blizzy's certainly guilty for just, again, fostering that kind of culture here where those types of things are seemingly welcomed here at the warehouse.
What's wrong with our culture here at the warehouse? These are all family to us. Theo Strong doesn't want to get into the squared circles with Blizzy.
A little bit hesitant. Maybe he's concerned about a contact high, Toddy. How about that?
I don't know that Theo Strong is worried about that. Theo Strong, no matter what side of the coin that he's battled on, he has put his best foot forward, but hasn't been accepted by the 880 Wrestling locker room or this audience here. But Theo Strong and Blizzy Blake, just a number of weeks ago, were a tag team.
Hey, did you hear what Theo just said to Blizzy there? Said, "We were never friends. You were an opportunity that I took." And certainly a mindset that, from a certain point of view, you could get behind when you're cutting your feet in a new area like 880 Wrestling. You want all the opportunities that come your way. So it certainly makes sense that Theo Strong would have that sort of mindset.
Can we get in unison? We all hate Ohio. There's often this warehouse crowd is often they're just an uproar. They're not really in unison, but it is all about the culture here.
Well, Toddy, maybe if there were certain substances not allowed in and around the building, the crowd would be able to chant the same thing at the same time.
Well, be that as it may, we're going to get started here. It's always BYOB at 880 Wrestling, and that stands for Bring Your Own Blizzy. Oh! Blizzy's like a purple firecracker coming through your computer screen. Look, everybody loves Blizzy, but you are correct, Paul Michaels. In recent weeks here, someone who's also take exception to Blizzy Blake and, let's say, what he uses as his substances. Leaders by Example has been on this tirade of an anti-drug campaign across 880 Wrestling, starting with Blizzy Blake.
Well, again, the involvement of drugs is something that robbed us of a complete turnaround by the Leaders by Example. You saw how fun-loving, entertaining they were last week in action, and we really thought that Leaders by Example were turning over a new leaf that everybody could get behind. But the moment that you introduce substances of that sort for someone like Clayton King, who doesn't even want to sniff alcohol or drugs, let alone utilize them, I mean, it makes sense. They're just trying to clean the place up a little bit.
I'll tell you what, we're more about burning the leaf than turning the leaf, but it's marijuana that John has a problem with, isn't it? Which, by the way, you sound like our government. Marijuana as a drug? Suspicious of you, buddy.
I mean, have you even had a drug test, Toddy? I mean, if you've recently been utilizing marijuana, you can fail a drug test. That makes it sound like a drug to me.
Well, no comment there, but I don't think I'll be applying for any jobs in my near future. Oh, right on the ring side into that lower back of Blizzy Blake. Hammer shots. It's working up the place. Theo Strong, of course, is a regular at RSW in West Virginia from Ohio.
We've talked a lot about Theo and, kind of been on the wrong side of that win-loss column, but, winning cures everything, Toddy. And about a month ago, we were having some very similar conversations, quite frankly, about Blizzy Blake.
Yeah.
But Blizzy has been on a heck of a run here in recent weeks with victories over MV Young, defeated Aleo Dreams in the main event. So even if you rack up those losses, you start rattling off those wins, and the perception around you completely changes.
Look at this, Scotty Lefty Davidson pushing the Bulldog. Wild. But Blizzy Blake takes care of himself. Obviously, he's in great shape, but sometimes what he has rolled up helps with his aching muscles and his issues when he's not in the ring. That's why he's on that hot streak, because he's burning hot. And Theo Strong attempting to take the crowd out of this encounter.
I watched many a presentation in elementary school that contradicts exactly what you're implying there. But maybe that's neither here nor there.
I guess that old CRT TV rolled in. Are you a fan of WQED? Choking the life out of Blizzy Blake. In the corner is Theo Strong. And what's impressive about one Theo Strong is the poise that he always has. Now, Blizzy Blake, he's often like a pinball, bouncing all around the place. But Theo Strong is slowing the pace down, making Blizzy Blake work more of a contest that Theo Strong is more used to.
Yeah, it's exactly the style that he wants to work here, though. Blizzy now starting to come alive, and a big power slam is going to take him right back out of it.
A snap to everything Leo Strong does, and this is that ground and pound, that brute force that the Flower Child introduces. And not many could say that they've standed dominant over Blizzy Blake like Theo is right now. Well, that's not going to pick up a victory here.
It means a lot for the moment, but at the end of the day, the history is going to be written by who's in the win column here tonight. So the temporary victories of dominance mean that you can't pull it out tonight.
Cover, two count. Big night for Scott Lefty Davidson. Ambidextrous tonight, pushing people around.
Putting in the work here is Lefty.
Oh, look, the time traveler here. Jack Phantom is here. You ever see that guy? That's not a ghost. That's a human being wearing a top hat there.
No kidding.
Yeah, the one that waved to me, that's a human being, not a ghost. Oh! Big forearm shot by Theo Strong. Got a lot of old faces here we haven't seen in a while tonight. What a night at the warehouse. Big DDT on the top of Theo Strong's head. Both struggling to get to their feet. Oh, cross body. Smartly, though, Theo Strong rolls on his stomach so his shoulders can't be pinned down. A little slow getting up his blade. Oh, Samoan drop. Somebody in the audience just yelled, "Blizzy, you smell good." You smell what that audience member smelling?
I certainly can't smell it, which is good. Now, thankfully, this is an outfit that can just go in the traditional wash, so I'll be sure to do that when I get home from the show tonight. But regardless, I can't tell from here.
know if that was wise of Blizzy of bringing Theo back up to his feet, up and over. Crossbody caught. Oh, look at the big power of Theo Strong. Snap down on the top of Blizzy's head.
That could be it, Toddy.
He went ragdoll. Covered by Theo. 2. A 2 count here.
I don't know that Blizzy even realizes that he kicked out of that. Probably for multiple reasons.
I don't know this is wise of Theo either. Taking too much time with the Cannabis Casanova.
Got to stay on him.
Looking for another brainbuster, maybe?
It's not going to work.
This will be it if he hits it.
I think the audience is in Leo Strong's head a bit. Oh, I was right. Landed on his feet is Blake. Oh, big spine buster. Shoulders down. 2 and 3. 2 count.
Good improvisation there on that spine buster by Theo. Plan A didn't work, but Plan B was pretty effective, though still not enough to put Blizzy away. But again,
taking too much time again.
Taking a breath, spending more time questioning what he needs to do, and
Maybe
less time
right.
actually doing it.
Maybe you're right.
Again, the showboating to the audience. The lefty checking on Blizzy here.
Maybe taking some time to game plan. Moonsault, nothing in the pool. Impressive, but nothing there. Oh, making it famous. Tripping the leg. Big double stomp.
Again, that lackadaisical nature just enough to get Blizzy back in this one. Blizzy thinking about flying high.
The highest flyer of 880 wrestling, climbing the top rope. Whoa! Reverse frog splash. 2. Oh, 2 count. I thought for sure this was it.
How was that not it? I've been convinced on at least 5 occasions this matchup was over.
Wise to take your opponent off the mat if they're on the mat in a ragdoll position, but I think Blizzy has. What the heck?
Is this
Mr. Sorg, what's going on?
Is this a bust? This is a bust, isn't it?
It's not mine. What the hell is happening? Wait a second. Mitch, the intern of Leaders by Example, stealing the cape and the giant joint of Blizzy Blake. Small package 2. Wait, small package.
Here is your winner, Blizzy Blake.
Reversing the cradle. Small package victory by Blizzy Blake. With the anti-drug tirade of Leaders by Example. They sent their damn intern out here. Yes, there was a bus, Paul Michaels. Leaders by Example ran it.
Well, Leaders by Example, I guess, making good on their promise, or at least phase 1 of making 880 Wrestling a drug-free zone. But Blizzy Blake not impaired enough to reverse that small package and get the win. Toddy, I just realized I have not actually completed my expense report for that dry cleaning. I'm going to go take care of that right now.
Oh, you're just going to walk away. All right, well, you can hear me in the headset. Send Austin out here. Okay, Austin's here. Come on, buddy.
What's up, Toddy?
That damn Paul's complaining about expense reports again. He's going to send me another email in the back. Welcome to the booth.
Throw in the drafts, Toddy. Throw in the drafts.
Now, I can't get with that, but anyways. This next match is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
Joining me in the commentary position is Pittsburgh's favorite jagoff, Austin Carnes. I'm Toddy Tondera, and let's get ready for some tag team action.
Introducing first, team number 1. First, fighting out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He is the Eraser, Remy LaVey. His partner, the Trigger Finger, and the current 880 Wrestling Champion. They are the Black Sheep, Nick Wilde!
In Austin.
Together, they represent the Dead Hand Society!
In Austin, in just over a week's time, the 880 champion Nick Wilde will put the heavyweight championship on the line against the Gunnar phenomenon, Brandon St. James, in a steel cage at Painted Black 2.
History is going to be made.
First ever
And
cage
their
match
opponents.
of 880 wrestling. I guess this is a little tune-up.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of their biggest rivals.
Making their way to the ring, the team of the Emperor's Finest, the Last Primarch, Johnny fucking Demise. His partner is the Gigabyte Grizzly, Brohemoth. You are on Death Watch.
Big fiance guy, Brohemoth, with the Lost Primarch, Johnny Demise, and the blood has been boiling between the Dead Hand Society and Death Watch for months here, and could barely get 4 of them in the ring without them brawling immediately.
Months and months and months of these teams going at it. They're looking to set the score tonight. Looks like Johnny Demise is going to start things off with Remy LaVey, who we haven't seen in quite some time.
Yeah, Remy LaVey, recently at odds with the Dead Hand Society, the former leader of the Black Hand Society. I want to talk about leaders by example. The former leader, Remy LaVey, and the current leader of the Dead Hand Society, Nick Wilde, teaming up this evening.
Yeah, I find it interesting. This is probably the most complete version of Dead Hand Society that we'll see in tag team competition. I mean, you got the current 880 champion and a former 880 champion on the same team. Oh!
Sent on by Brohemoth. Now, originally at 880 Wrestling, that TNF championship was around the waist of Nick Wilde. Remy LaVey led the horses to water that night when Nick Wilde joined then the Black Hand Society. So I think Nick Wilde has a lot to owe Remy LaVey, but that's not what the Dead Hand Society Clubhouse is currently thinking.
Look at the strength of Brohemoth. Picking up Remy LaVey like nothing.
Yeah, Remy LaVey, Brohemoth, long time in independent wrestling, up and down the roads, wrestling each other in different states. You know, Brohemoth was one of our original veterans that came to 880 Wrestling. Oh. Cover here to start a second career, and boy, has Brohemoth done that. Not only has he found love in a fiance, but found love in a tag team partner, and Johnny Demise is in the best shape of his career right now this evening, Brohemoth.
Couldn't agree more, Toddy, and tagging in is Johnny Demise, who was absent the last time Brohemoth was in tag team competition. It was Adrian Kirsch who was actually teaming up with him, so it's good to see JFD back here.
Come on. The 880 champion picking their spots. Oh. Was there a blind tag there? I missed that one, Austin.
I think I might have too, but I guess Nick Wilde is legal.
The journey of Nick Wilde through the culmination of the Dead Hand Society, originally defeating Gianni, Michael, and Rico for that 880 championship.
I mean, Tony, when I first joined 880 Wrestling, Nick's Wilde began their championship run, and it's been one of the most historic runs, whether we like it or not, here in the last couple of years. I mean, Nick's Wilde has been dominant, nonetheless.
Yeah, Austin, I guess that correlation would be true. As soon as you joined up at 880 Wrestling, it's like almost like Nick's Wilde felt that wind behind their sails, too.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Been dark days since you've arrived.
Very dark days. Leaders, Dead Hand, my gosh.
Speaking of leaders, you know they're here tonight.
I know they're here. I'm looking at the runner. I'm not too excited.
Maybe you could bust out maybe a part 2 of the Carnes Breaker introduced tonight?
I mean, I might have to do it to Mitch after what he did last match.
Yeah, Mitch was out here, the intern of Leaders by Example, stilling I'm not going to say exactly what he stole, but the unmentionable stolen from Blizzy Blake, just like this match is being stolen now from Death Watch. These two work in tandem perfectly.
They really do, as Nix goes into the cover. Only a 2 count.
Yeah, originally, Remy LaVey was the one teaching Nick's Wilde new tricks, and in current day, it's a little bit different. Nick's Wilde also going to be a part of the Enjoy Odyssey this Saturday, and wouldn't that be something if Enjoy has Nick's Wilde in for the Odyssey, Nick's Wilde wins the Odyssey, becomes #1 contender for the Enjoy Championship, and then the next week defeats Brandon St. James.
Oh my gosh, a double champion Nick's Wilde in Pittsburgh. That's a sight to behold.
I said that a little too loud, I agree. Oh, double clothesline.
Nearly decapitating Demise, but that hand's not done. Oh!
Double clothesline from the basement. Cover. The big grizzly bear. Oh, come on, Nix.
I hear Nix yelling from the outside as Remy's working on JFD.
Quick tags in. Remy tagging back in. Nick's Wilde. You know, 2025, 2026 has been 2 years for the trigger finger making waves up in Canadian Deathmatch as well. We were on the call for Jesse Mack and Nick's Wilde.
Yeah, what a match that was between those two. Nick's, I mean, we always talk about the numbers advantage with Dead Hand Society. We never know where the other members are lingering around the warehouse or at the time at the shop. But, I mean, Nick's Wilde has wins under their belt that are pretty accomplished, including that one.
Yeah, big victory over Liberty L. We saw Liberty out here a little bit earlier. Oh, went to the woodshed one too many times. Big Bro tagged in, unleashing heavy fury on the trigger finger and the eraser.
Brohemoth is fresh as a daisy and is ready to kick some ass. Look at this.
And the Gigabyte Grizzly calls this the Bro Train.
All aboard. Don't say train too loud, you might summon Carl.
Yeah, where is the conductor tonight?
That's a great question.
I thought I saw him a little bit before. It ended up being a trash can. You know.
Close enough. Good
twins.
observation.
Oh, Bro smashing into Nix. And a big black hole slam.
Dropping LaVey. Here's the cover.
Oh, and that was the mistake the Brohemoth made. Nick's Wilde still in the ring, was easily able to break up that pinfall attempt. But in comes JFD. Senior official George Rush, you gonna let Remy just hang out in there?
I guess so. It's kind of 2-on-1 assault right now. Oh, what a right hand. Oh, big headbutt.
Yeah, we know in recent months, too, that Brohemoth and Johnny Demise both had Eliminator Challenger matches against the champion Nick's Wilde. If they were able to defeat Nick's Wilde, they would have had a one-on-one title shot. Unfortunately, came up a little short on the opportunity, but what a big tag win would mean for Death Watch right now.
This would be big. Certainly elevate them in the standings here in the 880 Tag Team Division. I mean, we've seen both Brohemoth and Johnny Demise in singles competition against Nick's Wilde in the past in those Eliminator matches. But a win against a champ and a former champ, big for Death Watch.
Oh, the Sling Blade Special. And the champ gets the pin over JFD.
Here are your winners, Remy LaVey, Nick Wilde, the Dead Hand Society.
And how apropos that the former 880 champion is celebrating in the ring with the current 880 champion, Sling Blade Special. Johnny Demise got to get a spatula to get him off the canvas.
As if Nick Wilde needed more Cat Steel Cage. What a win for Dead Hand.
Yeah, will this be the site in over a week's time with Nick Wilde again raising their hands? You got to come to Painted Black, big cage match. I thought that applause was for Eamon, but be that as it may, great job, Deathwatch.
This next match is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
Well, this is going to be fun.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Great. Who gave this
Put that microphone down. I can handle this. Now, ordinarily, I'm just some guy named John. But tonight, I'm the guy to lead you into a drug-free future. And I'm flanked right here by the Alpha Ally of Appalachia, King. And of course, his loyal steward. It's on the tip of my tongue. I think it starts with a B.
Yeah, that's his name. The audience is right.
It's Mitch! Mitch! With an M. Mitch!
Oh.
Now, hey!
Pardon the confusion.
Simple error.
Now, we know we lost our tempers last. We know we lost our cool, okay? But we promise we are still here to be the heroes that you all need. We are here to lead you into a drug-free 8-8 because that is what's real. So on 3, let me get a drug-free. 1, 2, 3.
Well, some nerds, they gave a little cash yelled it, but that's about it.
I think they're reversing the words, Toddy.
Well, that's what Clayton King said,
You guys,
right?
something else?
I think so.
I want to talk about being cool. Being drug-free is what's really cool. Because if you're anything like me, and I know I am, you'll all be drug-free. Now, tonight we're taking on some druggies. The most dope masked aliens. And let me tell you something. Dope does not mean cool. Dope is a code name for marijuana. Yeah, I have it on good authority. And these people are not role models. First, they hide their face behind masks. How ugly are they? They don't only get high, they do dangerous high-flying maneuvers that kids could imitate. Oh, and let's not even bring up their theme song. Do you know how many times it uses the N-word?
I haven't
Oh,
counted.
let's do some magic masks. I'm uncomfortable. It's okay, though. We are the leaders by example, and your drug-free future starts now.
Well, those nerds are clapping, nobody else. But two of our favorite individuals, MDMA, is here.
Let's go. Father and son tag team, baby. Turn me up.
The first and only at 880 Wrestling.
Fighting from a galaxy far, far away, he is the mightiest little luchador and the worst father in the galaxy, Los Tonios. His partner is the fireman, Luca. Together, they are most dope masked aliens, MDMA.
drug-free 880 wrestling, I guess, Mitch, or whatever his name is, I mean, it's been on the tip of all of our tongues, stole Blizzy Blake's paraphernalia, and I guess they have challenged MDMA for contest tonight.
I guess so. I mean, I think John was actually right about something for once. I think he had Mitch's name correct the first time around. See, that's how you lead by example. Giving a hug to your officials. Love to see it, Tonios. Oh.
Well, John asking a hug from referee Tony Leo. He once called referee Tony Leo a make-a-wish ref, so I don't know that Tony really wants to hug some guy named John. Roll through, wrist control. John grabbing onto the rope to create a break. The motor in Los Tonios, especially about his age, I mean, he's been up and around the galaxy for a very, very long time. In recent months here, Los Tonios has got his footing in 880 wrestling.
Yeah, and he's been doing a pretty good job, Toddy, I must say. I mean, Luca's been on the roster for quite some time, a little longer than Tony.
You mentioned to me, Austin, last week, you had a moment to catch up for Los Tonios a little bit before our big event, and you mentioned Tonios has a big interest in what did you say they were?
I think they were alien hoes. I'm pretty sure that was the definition.
Alien hoes, and Los Tonios said that to you.
He did, yes.
I have a question for you, Austin.
Hit me with it, Toddy.
I think you may have maybe made that up a little bit. I'm going to give you an example. So he's an extraterrestrial, right? Los Tonios is from the galaxy. Wouldn't he just call alien hoes hoes?
I mean, that's more of a question for Los Tonios, Toddy. I don't know if I appreciate the accusations. So Los Tonios told me before the show he was pulling alien hoes.
Well, that would be like if we said we're pulling human hoes. Like, that's a strange thing. And, I mean, neither of us would use that term in the first place. But be that as it may, an alien calling someone an alien, that's a bit outer-worldly, I would think. Oh, big flipping moonsault. But if I ever have any human hoes on the line, I guess I'll call you.
Send them my way. Well, here's a tag into Los Tonios. And you know what, Toddy? I actually did catch up with Los Tonios again tonight. I actually did tonight, and I have a little bit more of a nicer story. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell's Mitch doing? Ruining my damn story.
Nothing nice about that golf clap of an outfit.
Well, not only is Tonios showing Luca an example in the ring on how to win matches, you want to know what else he's doing outside of the ring?
What is he doing
I heard they
the
are
ring?
fostering an intergalactic puppy named Doug. How about that? That's a great way.
Now, is that an alien puppy?
He said intergalactic, so I don't know.
Interesting. Well, I guess the adoption to agencies, outer-worldly, I mean, they're a father and son duo, so it's nice that they have Doug the puppy. And big question here is, Doug wear a mask?
I think so. I don't know. He said there's a PetSmart on Mars, so I'll just take it as I will.
See, I'd like to see some pictures of that on social media. I'll catch up with MDMA after post-match to see these so-called pictures of Doug the puppy they've adopted.
Oh, he's a sweetheart. You'll love him.
They've got to adopt some wins here at 880 Wrestling. Wouldn't you agree?
I fully agree, and I feel like the good start would be tonight against these two goofballs, the leaders by example.
I said count along, you moron!
Oh, come on, John, be nice.
Some of us were counting, believe it or not.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's all you guys have? You suck.
SGMK planting. Big strong John correction. Planting Los Tonios in the center of the ring. I mean, this has to be pretty hard for El Luca to see his father get taken advantage of by somebody who takes advantage of 880 Wrestling once a week, and that's some guy named John breaking the back of Tonios.
Yeah, Tonios is going to be feeling that one next week. Just dropped on John's back.
But Clayton and John would know a few things about broken backs, being as their bitch-ass bottoms. I didn't make that up.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Oh, double axe handle by Clayton King. Big shots to the face by King.
What was that?
Well, Tonios doesn't appreciate it. I mean, he takes dance lessons. Oh! Slap across the chest.
Is that another thing he does on Mars?
Well, I mean, I didn't know about a PetSmart on Mars. Yes, there are dance teachers on Mars as well, too.
We'll both learn a lot tonight, Tommy.
Yeah, I mean, the planet is mostly inhabited, but, you know, people got to work somewhere. King down, Los Tonios down. Oh, in comes John, in comes El Luca, meeting at center field. And El Luca spent a lot of this match on the outside, so the younger of the two MDMA members coming in quite fresh and snappy here.
Quite fresh indeed. Big super kick, and John just falling in the ring. Oh, yeah!
Oh. Rolling plunder. Oh, but that hesitation. El Luca didn't have the proper positioning of some guy named John. Referee Tony Leo noticed that, and that delayed the count, and only a 1 count, and in comes Los Tonios.
El Luca was just a little too close to the ropes there, but able to regroup, getting his father back into this match.
My question is, whatever intern Mitch confiscated from Blizzy Blake a little bit earlier in the evening, where is it?
That's what I'm wondering. Where did Mitch leave it at?
Oh! John pushing Tonios into the buckle. Luca falling. Oh, and there goes those big strikes by SGNJ.
And now John hooking Tonios, walking him around the ring.
Oh! Slipping out is Tonios.
Yeah, looking for the planet face first, and
oh,
wait,
look who's
Blizzy!
Here!
Oh yeah! Right in the face!
And that's why we call Blizzy Blake 880 Wrestling's highest flyer.
No!
Speaking of flying high, crossbody, 2, 3.
Let's go, Tonios!
Here are your winners, Most Dope Mass Aliens,
MDMA with the biggest victory of their careers. Proud father and son celebrating from here to Mars tonight. Leaders by example. Get your asses out of here.
Toddy, it is going to be a party on Mars tonight. Let's go, Los Tonios and El Luca. Big win against the leaders by example.
Hey, I already got the invite. Psychedelic Dreams, Billy is going to be there, MDMA, and maybe I'll meet Doug.
I'll be there too, Toddy. We'll be partying all night long.
Even a bigger reason to party with that victory.
Oh, and these two are irate. They can't believe what just happened.
.880 Wrestling is a free drug territory, not drug-free. Get out of here, leaders. What a win for MDMA.
Well, unfortunate series of events for Leaders by Example. Also, did someone let a skunk in here or something? Anyways, before we continue on with this evening, folks, we have some thank yous that we want to give out to some of the amazing people that make .880 Wrestling run each and every Thursday. They are so vital to everything that we do here in this company, and we want to show them some love. First, our sponsors for this evening. Give it up for La Spada Contracting and Landscaping. Go into them for all your home renovation needs. I also want to shout out Arnold Glass and Vape right outside of New Kensington.
They're MDMA supporters too.
Don't tell Leaders by Example, but please go visit them.
Location on Mars.
Also, as you know, we're streaming live on IndyWrestling.live and on YouTube. We couldn't do it without the great folks at Sidekick Media Services, Sword, and our amazing camera crew who do a fantastic job of broadcasting us each and every week here for Thursday Night Fight. I also want to shout out our sound. Give it up for Lane, everybody! And you know what? Give Lane a second round of applause. Sprained ankle and all, putting in the work tonight. No days off, ladies and gentlemen.
He'll get a last name
I also want to
eventually.
thank our lighting crew for this evening. Zane, Aren, the entire Woods family. a fantastic job with our presentation. I also want to thank our commentary team for this evening. Folks, give it up for professional Paul Michael.
No tie? No tie? It's
I
okay,
thought
Paul.
Eamon said vital.
Also, give it up for Pittsburgh's favorite jag-off, none other than Austin Clark.
We're up in Point Park tonight, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And last but not least, I cannot forget the voice of Indie Wrestling. Give it up for Tony Tondera. I also want to give a shout out to our referees for this evening, George Ross, Tony Leo, Scotty Davidson, who are doing a fantastic job.
So
Last but not
lovable.
least, my name is Damon Payton. I'm so grateful to be hosting this evening.
Our wise owl Eamon, round of applause.
But now that that's out of the way, who's ready for some wrestling? This next match is a singles match scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Hybrid Heavyweight and Fest Wrestling Championship.
The biggest challenge of the young career of Mickey Morris up next. Oh, maybe not. Oh, no, yeah.
Making his way to the ring, the challenger, representing the Dead Hand Society and fighting out of Asgard. This is the Viking Rover, Gunnar Bergman.
What's a little change from the notes? In my notes here, it says the muscle Mickey Morris was supposed to challenge MB Young here, but the Viking Rover, Gunnar Bergman, looking to make a statement. I'm getting patched in the back, but there's been some confusion. But Gunnar has stepped up to the plate. We got a Haas battle TNF tonight.
What an opportunity it is for Gunnar Bergman. I mean, still looking for singles victories ever since debuting in 880 Wrestling and joining Dead Hand Society. What a win it would be against MV Young on Thursday Night Fights.
And his opponent,
And tonight, the Fest Wrestling Champion and the Hybrid Wrestling Champion defending both of those championships this Thursday. On Saturday, at the Enjoy Odyssey, MV Young attempts to be the only person to win the Enjoy Odyssey twice, which would qualify him. Could you imagine MV Young with 3 championships?
3-belt MV.
Spring training just around the corner.
making his way to the ring, fighting out of 829 Industry Street, a.k.a. the Warehouse, by way of the shop at 880 Dottie Block. He is Pittsburgh made, Pittsburgh paid, and internationally laid. It is the current hybrid heavyweight and Fest Wrestling champions, the King of Pittsburgh, MV Young.
MV Young, shout out to the American Attraction, back with the platinum blonde. That's how I met a young MV Young. We both have platinum blonde hair at the time. I'm glad to see it back. Gunnar Bergman stepping up to the challenge. I mean, no exaggeration. This is Gunnar Bergman's biggest match in the history of his career. Standing across the ring from MV Young. And not often could somebody look MV Young square in the eyes.
Well, rookie mistake from Gunnar right out the gates, chopping MV Young. Not the wisest move.
Oh, he absorbed it, the Viking Rover. Oh, I don't know.
Toddy, I was talking some ball earlier with MV, and he said his favorite pitcher of all time was A.J. Barnett. I think we're about to see a fastball right down the middle.
Hey, spring training just around the corner. Seeing some of those O'Neal Cruz dingers in the second deck. Oh, I don't know.
I think MV absorbed it too.
Oh, the ball scheme's fastball down the middle.
Team USA could have used that against Italy.
I'll take one more. Could be a gigantic week for MV Young. Defending both championships tonight in the Enjoy Odyssey this weekend. Be the first time that Enjoy Wrestling has had a two-time champion. Still the longest reigning Enjoy champion. Oh, big kicks to the back.
That's why they call him the King of Pittsburgh. Currently holding 2 championships, our longest reigning champion in Enjoy Wrestling. I mean, MV Young has been doing it.
You know, Gunnar Bergman may have a brave heart spirit about him, but the power struggle inside the Dead Hand Society probably had him stepping up to the challenge. We know there's some issues between Gunnar Bergman and Saturn Price. We don't know how Nick Wilde currently looks at Saturn Price or Gunnar Bergman.
Oh my gosh. MV was looking to pick up Gunnar there.
A big suplex. As we know, the Viking Rover once led our colleague, the professional Paul Michaels, to his car after a particularly unruling show. So we know that the Viking Rover, if you have any debts, you better keep them paid.
Yeah, as a broadcaster who's gotten physical quite a few times here at 880 Wrestling, that is one individual that I'm glad I have not crossed paths with. I'll gladly leave that one to Paul Michaels.
Well, I'll leave that to you. You're young and spry and can bounce all around. Gunnar Bergman, yeah, I don't think so. It would take multiple Toddies and Austins to go against Gunnar. Oh, hammering blows. But even the physical presence of one Gunnar Bergman. You know, often it is said about professional wrestlers, if you could pass the airport test. Well, I'll tell you what, I don't think Gunnar Bergman has ever taken a test, let alone allowed in an airport, Austin.
I don't think he would be allowed in an airport either. Do you see some of the stuff that he has in his luggage in the locker room, Toddy?
I don't talk to the guy.
You don't want to see it. I walked by it earlier this afternoon. It's pretty disturbing.
I see the giant, horn he has, whatever that is. I don't know what that is. Ooh, big shots here. Oh. Cutting off MV at the pass. Oh. Shots low. Can he pick him up? Oh my goodness!
Not many people can do this!
With ease, the Viking Rover. Oh, just a 1 count. I mean, I don't know that anybody's picked up MV and just tossed them around. Quite some time. Maybe Liberty.
Yeah, not many people I can recall. Gunnar's definitely one of the rare few.
Oh, clothesline. What do you think those tattoos mean that Gunnar Bergman is covered in? I mean, having a conversation with Gunnar is, that's pretty much null and void. But he has head tattoos, tattooed from head to toe.
Certainly a mystery there, Toddy. I know some of MV's tattoos represent Pittsburgh pride. Pirates logo.
Oh, yeah. Elbow.
I'm a little too scared to ask Gunnar. I think you should.
Big splash into the corner. Garnering wrist control. Oh, nothing in there. Oh!
I mean, that's why MV Young is the veteran in this case here, faking out Gunnar and then just completely flattening him.
Yeah, it looked like he was shot out of a cannon. Clothesline. are yelling to take his head off. Oh, saying a prayer and sentoning it out. The King of Pittsburgh with the cover, 2. Oh.
Only 2.
Yeah, some sheepish applause for Gunnar here for how well that he's tangling with the King.
And you know deep down MV Young certainly respects that too, that Gunnar Bergman is taking him down to this kind of a wire.
He's known to being quite rough and tumble, so anybody that comes at him the same way, he has at least a bit of respect for it.
Only downside is MV's going to come back 10 times harder.
You can hear how motivational he is in a specific way. He wants people to drive their energy, wants it to give it their all. Look at this! And Gunnar responds.
Talking about giving it all, Gunnar Bergman just launching the King of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, if you come at MV Young, you better come correct.
Oh, and look at Gunnar Bergman with MV Young into a sidewalk slam on the knee.
Yeah, I did hear the rumors that AJ Burnett was at Pirates spring training camp. As we used to call AJ Burnett here, our ace, the ace of 880, is in the ring as double champion, but on the ropes now is big Gunnar Bergman. A big heave-ho from the Viking Rover.
And checking the whole damn ring!
Oh! Sheesh!
They're talking about shot out of a cannon. That was like a cruise missile.
Deadlift German suplex, bridging out! Just a 2 count. Power of MV Young. And MV's got to wake up Saturday morning and do this all over again.
Yeah, but to this for MV, Tatiana, this is just a warm-up, honestly.
Yeah.
This is just a warm-up for Saturday. Testing his strength out a bit against his student, Gunnar Bergman. Looking again to hoist him up.
A block. Suplex. 2 count. Remember, the leader of the Dead Hand Society, Nick's Wilde, the 880 champion, looking on from the back, I'm sure. We've seen quite a tussle between MV Young and Nick's Wilde this summer at Penn Brewery, but look at this, squatting it at big Death Valley driver.
Had to get a rep in before he dropped Gunnar immediately into a submission.
Gunnar Bergman, you can see the pain in his face. Bit of a cross face. Gunnar trying to power out, and that's it.
Here is your winner by submission, and still hybrid heavyweight and best wrestling champion, the King of Pittsburgh, MV Young!
And still double champion. Now come Saturday, will he qualify himself via the Enjoy Odyssey for that 3rd championship? Collecting gold all around to match his hair. The King of Pittsburgh, big victory on Thursday Night Fights.
Big win for the King of Pittsburgh, MV Young. What a match. Shout out to Gunnar.
Folks, give it up one more time for your winner, MV Young. Speaking of MV Young, at Painted Black 2, next Friday, March 20th, we will see a battle of East Coast versus West Coast when the King of Pittsburgh, MV Young, goes one-on-one with the 880 wrestling debut of the indie wrestling legend, B-Boy. You're going to want to be there, get your tickets right now, Ticket Leap, and on our social media, 880 Wrestling, you can also get the links as well.
Yeah, just over a week away, B-Boy,
now you guys have
MV
been a
Young.
raucous audience tonight.
Yeah, great
It's gonna be a
audience.
little louder because this next match is your main event of the evening.
We've been talking about it all
It
night.
is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
formation of Anti-Hero, ADN, Saturn Price, obviously 2 members of the Dead Hand Society, but that's the problem with these Dead Hand Society maniacs. They're taking over the country. Anti-Hero, the combination of ADN and Saturn Price, the new era tag team champions, the no regrets former tag team champions. They've collected gold everywhere they've been, and tonight they're up against the most decorated tag team in 880 wrestling history.
What an intimidating force.
Here comes our boys.
Oh, and what a vibe these two are.
Making their way to the ring, the team of the Gunnar Phenomenon, Saint's favorite Saint, Brandon St. James. His partner is the 880 Wrestling Hardcore Champion, the Muay Thai Maniac, the Shoot Psychopath, KC Warr. Together, they are the fourth line.
You want to talk about gold, Austin, that the Anti-Hero holds? Look no further than this decorated tag team, the current Fest Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Brandon St. James, the current Canadian Deathmatch No Ring Champion, and then our own 880 Hardcore Championship around the waist of KC Warr.
Gold, gold, and more gold, Tony. That's what the fourth line have. They're the most decorated fourth line since the 2016 Penguins.
And of course, the 880 champion and Gunnar Bergman backing Anti-Hero. In a little over a week's time, Nick's Wilde, Brandon St. James, cage match at Painted Black 2 for the coveted 880 gold. Senior official George Ross in for this contest. Looks like the #1 contender for the 880 championship will start things off against the Dream, Aren Daniel Norman. Of course, ADN is a trainer at the Skull and Bones Academy, where Saturn Price also calls his home. Internationally known is ADN. Done a tour of Japan. In the Dottie Block era of 880 wrestling, ADN was a big part of that, but one on his own to travel the world, up his skills, and has returned in this warehouse era of 880 wrestling has been, quite quintessential, would you say, Austin, to the current formation of the Dead Hand Society.
Absolutely. Already has great relationship with Saturn Price, and honestly adding more meat to the bone for the Dead Hand Society. Dead Hand needs all the numbers they can have. We see Gunnar Bergman still struggling out here after last match against MV.
Well, you talk about meat on the bone. Look at Anti-Hero. A combined weight of almost 600 pounds between the two of them. ADN 6 foot. But Saturn Price got to be 6'2", 6'3".
ADN demanding KC to be in the match? He wants KC. I don't think that's wise, but
Brandon St. James said, well, don't mind if I do. The Muay Thai Maniac KC Warr in this competition. A match that was between some guy named John and KC Warr. Buckets bled all around the warehouse, and here comes the big peanut butter zombie, Saturn Price.
Yeah, KC Warr certainly had a great misconnections, but the man that's getting tagged in, Saturn Price, did not.
The well-documented history between Saturn Price and Casey Warr eminent. At one point, Saturn Price stole something very coveted that Casey Warr in that barbed wire hockey stick. Tried to end Warr, so needless to say, Austin, these two aren't exactly friends.
No, certainly no love lost between these two, and you can see as they're duking it out here in the center of the ring. Oh!
Hard exchanges, forearm shivers, striking blows from Casey Warr. Is that an eye rake, Austin?
I think so. Saturn just yanked him in the corner. Here comes Saturn. Nobody helmet. Casey Warr, big step-up knee.
Come on.
The conductor of the LFG Mafia. Oh, glancing blow has Saturn down to one knee, and in comes the 880 champion, #1 contender, BSJ.
Oh, no way. No way. Look at this, little misdirection.
Cover, just a 1 count. Now, the recent history between you and Casey Warr is also well documented. You debuted your Carnes breaker against some guy named John. Not to put you on the spot, Austin, but I mean, the fourth line here in the Dead Hand Society, what if they needed your help tonight?
I mean, I don't know if I necessarily would like to get involved in this match. Brandon looking for a crust cutter there. I see there's a lot of numbers game on the outside right now with the Dead Hand Society. So I think I'm going to stay back here with you tonight, Toddy. I think Casey and Brandon got this in the bag.
ADN tagged back in, and you can see the veteranship in this tag team. If your opponent is already on the mat and you get tagged in, just go for a cover.
Now, why not? You might catch your opponent off guard, or maybe they have the wind knocked out of them still. ADN understands that.
Yeah, the former two-time 880 tag team champion. Oh, there wasn't much space between that knee and the side of BSJ's head. And again, just over a week's time, Brandon St. James challenges Nick's Wilde for the 880 championship in a steel cage, and I think this match was set up against Brandon St. James to weaken him before that contest in a little over a week's time. And, you know, needless to say, we don't really say it out loud too much, but the locker room knows that Brandon St. James's neck is not 100%, and it's via the peanut butter zombie.
No, well, easily, Toddy. I mean, why do you think the entire Dead Hand Society is out here? Nick's Wilde has a front row seat. Gunnar Bergman, a match after getting his ass beat by Envy Young, is out here. It's clear as day they just want to wear down BSJ for Friday.
Oh, Nick's Wilde taking a pot shot when George Ross's back was turned.
Oh, look at Gunnar now, getting a piece too.
What is that? Yeah, get it out of here.
Great throw, George.
Yeah, not too bad.
Steelers might need to pick him up.
Ah. Hey, a lot of teams are looking for a quarterback, including your team, the Cardinals.
Oh, let's not talk about that. We got Minshew Mania, baby.
Oh, I'm a Gardner Minshew guy. I mean, he was a Jacksonville Jaguar, and I loved him, so.
Well, hopefully he starts over Brissett, but that's a different topic for a different day.
But something that I don't love is Saturn Price and what he is doing to Brandon St. James here in the squared circle. Of course, his best friend Casey Warr attempting to elicit a reaction from the warehouse here in this main event. I mean, this is two of the top tag teams in independent wrestling, not over here at 880 Wrestling, but in general. But look at that. The champ behind the back of George again. Casey Warr sees it.
I know, Toddy, they're like rats. You can't even finish your thought.
Look at that.
Those are full-blown punches from Nick's Wilde.
Kidney shots from the Viking Rover.
Casey Warr is stressing in the corner as he should. I mean, Brandon St. James is at a big disadvantage right now.
You know, Brandon St. James, I can't mention a wrestling match that he's come in at 100%. You're going to have to kill him. Oh, trying to reach over to his fourth line brethren, caught up at the pass and flung back into the turnbuckle.
Ducking under both members, though, is St. James. Oh, my gosh, double moonsault.
Holy crow! What a stage dive by the Gunnar phenomenon!
Taking out both members. Look at this again, Toddy. Picture perfect. I was expecting a crust cutter, but that was even better.
Terry Funk would be proud, and in comes the Muay Thai Maniac!
Casey Warr is legal and is fresh and ready to go.
Super kick! Big brain buster covered by Warr. 2. Oh, 2 count. I'm talking the momentum into Painted Black 2. It revolves around the winner of this contest. Wherever the pendulum shifts, whether it be in the dead hand corner or Team 880.
Casey loading it up, but ADN blocks. Where's Norman going?
Big knee strike to the temple of Casey Warr and roll through. And here comes big bad Saturn Price. Oh, step up boot to the side of the head.
Rocking Casey Warr. And look at this. Oh, Casey caught Saturn Price.
Just enough. Elbow strike. Duck under. Discus.
I think it was a double. I think both of them had the same idea, Toddy, taking out each other. And we're going to take another look at this. There was forearm after forearm, strike after strike, but Price and Casey Warr, boom, big collision.
In comes ADN. In comes BSJ. Looking for that big tilt-a-whirl DDT, caught by the Dream. Elbow shot. Discus forearm. Ooh.
Batter up for St. James. Whoa.
All sat down on the turnbuckle, Austin.
Oh.
It's a big man to be reaching his boot that far up into the sky. Oh, what does he have in mind?
Whatever it is, it can't be good. Brandon St. James.
Oh, let's mock Casey Warr while we're at it.
Oh, gosh. What does ADN have planned?
To the best tag teams in independent wrestling here in our main event. Pittsburgh's favorite jagoff, Austin Carnes, Toddy Tondera, and right now jockeying for position is ADN on the top rope with BSJ.
Yeah, St. James trying to fight free, though. Headbutts, shot to the gut, gets him down. Now perched on the second rope. Catches him this time with the DDT.
Cover.
This may do it.
2. Oh, 2 count. What a great opportunity that was for the fourth line. Saturn Price was still collecting himself on the outside.
It's certainly the best chance of the fourth line to pick up a victory here. But we might see some double team action for both Casey and Brandon. Oh. Tagging in Price.
Holy camole. Oh, super kick. Big clothesline. Use the Rey Mysterio rope on that one.
I did not know Saturn Price was capable of doing that. I'm impressed.
And these two always offer their opponents to die slow.
Oh my gosh, St. James is up and over. Sends them into each other. Nobody home. Oh.
Oh God, what's this?
I don't know. Brandon St. James is caught up in the ropes, Toddy.
Oh, from the Skull and Bones Academy to 880 Wrestling, anti-hero all over the #1 contender.
And St. James is left all alone. Casey Warr still has not moved on the outside.
Planted down, and this bombardment's going to continue.
Whoa, ADN goes flying.
That's going to leave Saturn and BSJ by themselves. Planted hunted down. 1, 2. Yes, we're still in this. The fourth line, grinding out another Thursday.
I was ready to ring the bell, Toddy. I thought that was going to do it. And you can tell Saturn Price is upset. He really wanted to get that pin on Brandon St. James.
Well, Saturn Price has attempted to kill Brandon St. James before, but the Gunnar phenomenon still hanging in there. Oh, Casey and ADN battling on the outside still. Saturn Price helping out the cause for Anti-Hero.
Oh. Casey is just being taken advantage of on the outside.
Well, you can't wait for sleeping dogs to lie down too much. Sliding through, baseball slide, connection into ADN.
Oh, gosh, no way!
Oh!
Hell yeah, St. James.
Satan's favorite saint, colliding both the members of Anti-Hero together. You can hear Next Wilde yelling, so come on, Saturn. Champ seems disappointed.
I think they might be. And they went for this earlier, Toddy. St. James into the crest cutter. Catches Price, but Casey Warr dropping Price.
It's got to be it, 2. Oh! ADN propelling Brandon St. James's body into that cover. Breaking it up. Saturn wasn't going to kick out himself.
Not at all. That was definitely it, but the veteran experience of ADN continuing to show here in this match as he saves it for his team.
The total poundage in the ring right now. Oh! Super kicks.
There goes Norman, leaving Saturn Price all alone.
Oh, come on, Nick's Wilde grabbing the ankle of BSJ. Flying high, holy crap, holy goodness. Stage dive on the outside. They were looking for that double minor, but the distraction by Nick's Wilde, BSJ, high talent after Nick's. Casey's in there by himself.
Casey is all alone. St. James chased Nick's Wild, and good God, what a clothesline.
1, kick, damn it.
Here are your winners, Aren Daniel Norman, Saturn Price, Anti-Hero.
The height that BSJ got on that stage dive, they were setting him up for a double minor finish. Nick's Wilde, the champion, sticking their nose into fourth line business, left Casey Warr alone to die slow against Anti-Hero.
What a tag team contest here in the main event of Thursday Night Fights, but in the end, Anti-Hero gonna walk with the last laugh. And what are these two doing now?
Come on now. Adding insult to injury.
Don't even look at me, Toddy. I'm not getting in there to China Carnes breaker on these two.
And the peanut butter zombie has Casey Warr up.
Oh, God!
Slam down.
Where's his title? George, get his title!
What is he calling for?
Oh, he wants the 880 Hardcore Championship.
Well, the well-documented history between Saturn Price and Casey Warr. That's Casey Warr's championship that Saturn Price is holding above the limp body of the Muay Thai Maniac.
Well, if I haven't heard a statement made, I think that is probably the biggest one Price can make. He wants the hardcore title, Toddy.
Well, folks, we are just a week away from Painted Black 2. And if this is any regards what we're going to be seeing on that night, it's going to be a dead and dark night. From Pittsburgh's favorite jagoff, Austin Carnes. Austin, what do you make of all this?
I'm very disappointed to see this sight in front of me, Toddy, but I'm honestly not too surprised. The veteran experience continues to show, but ADN, Saturn Price on top in your main event.
over a week away from Painted Black 2. We will see you next Thursday night, 8 p.m. at the Warehouse. Toddy Tondera signing off. Get roached.